You could sit here and watch this and think that I'm the biggest jerk off or fluke or freak or whatever you want to call me, you know. I may not look appealing to you or anybody else, but that doesn't matter to me.
I grew up reading Muscular Development.
Listen,
they told
it
to you straight. Gregg Valentino told it to you straight. Remember that dude with the arms?
Well, he inject synthol in his arms, make them like balloons. Yeah.
Fucked up, but he would tell you the real.
Yeah, come on, Greg.
Hey guys, listen to me. I just have to say this first. I made the video and now I'm making this, but I want you to, can you please do me a favor? Watch the whole video. Don't cut it out short and don't skim through anything, because I get a little animated in here and it's pretty crazy. And I know Dave's going to go nuts, but you know, it's Dave Palumbo versus Gregg Valentino. This is really good because I'm butthurt. So just watch the whole video. Okay? Take your time, watch the whole video. All right. What is going on, guys? Still freezing here in New York, not wearing a sweater, but anyway, so, hold on here, get the wrinkles out of that shirt here. All right, listen to me. Dave Palumbo and I are boys. He's one of my boys, okay? And we're good friends, but I have to call him out on this, because I call balls and strikes like I see them, okay? And listen to what I'm going to tell you. I did, as most of you know, because I've done videos already about this, I did the Vice TV network, okay, which is also A&E, okay, they were part of this, okay, and I did it with a big-time producer who used to be with Antoine Fuqua. We started this off, Google Antoine Fuqua, okay, you'll know who he is, you know, Training Day, The Equalizer, all the Denzel Washington movies, okay, even did that one with the POS piece of shit. Will Smith, you know, I just don't like him, but he did that movie Emancipation and all those. Okay, so Antoine Fuqua is a big director, and he was doing this project with all these mini docuseries. All right, he left, but his people were still there. Okay, and I dealt with the producers and everything like that. So I did a show, two. I did one on Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I did one on Hulk Hogan. I don't know when the Hulk Hogan one's going to air, but the Arnold Schwarzenegger one aired, okay? And as we all know, you know, I put up the video and everything. You know, I told Dave before, and the first time I told Dave, Dave goes, what are they asking you for? How did you get that job, you know? And I'm like, well, because I know the producers, and I've been doing this for a long time, and not for nothing. All right, before I get into everything, I just wanted to say, can you imagine, my daughter was like an all-county, lacrosse player, and all-county basketball, and, you know, now you know she's a fighter. She fights MMA, she boxes, she's a maniac, okay? Believe it or not, my ears all freaked up from fooling around with her boxing and shit, and she cracked me, and holy God. Anyway, playing around. But when my daughter won all county, I made a big thing about it. I brag about it. I brag about her, you know, all the time. And, you know, she knows that. And, you know, and if I was going to do a video, I'd do a video on her because she's my daughter. Now, my next door neighbor's kid, okay, he made all county in wrestling, right? Now, if I say, you know, oh, Joe Matarazzo, he made all county and I made a video about that, but I didn't do my daughter, I'd be like, what kind of father, you know, like, what kind of father am I? You know, how good, what, you know, that's my daughter. You know what I mean? That comes first. She's mine. That's mine. You know what I mean? I'm happy for the kid next door, Joe Matarazzo. I'm not going to say the real name, but, you know, Joe Matarazzo. I'm happy. Okay? But my daughter made all county too, bro. And that's what I, you know, and she made it on girls lacrosse and stuff, you know? Anyway. So that's, putting that in here, that's why I'm a little stewed right now. I'm stewed because I was on mainstream TV. Mainstream TV. And before I got on mainstream TV, Dave said to me, when I first told him, yeah, I did a whole thing for Vice TV and A&E Network and all that stuff. And he goes, how did you get that job? Why did they give it to you? Right? That's what he said. And he said it on, after hours. I didn't care much about that, whatever, And I told him, bro, I've been working with these people for 3 years and stuff on other stuff. So I got more mainstream stuff coming. But that's neither here nor there. Remember, I did Arnold Schwarzenegger and I did Hulk Hogan. Both. Schwarzenegger just came out 2 weeks ago. The documentary on Schwarzenegger. And the Hulk Hogan one, I'm not sure when that's coming out. Okay, I didn't see it on the schedule. But, Anyway, so when I was on the next week, after I come on, I tell Dave. Dave's like, oh, who cares? Nobody, Greg, nobody watches TV anymore. Who the hell watches TV? I was like, what? What? And then he shoots, shoot me out the sky. I'm your guy, bro. Wake up call. Wake up. I'm your guy. I'm RX Muscle. That's who I am. So he didn't make no big thing about it. He actually shot me out of the sky, made this big boo-ha that nobody watches TV and whatever. And I did a video on Schwarzenegger, who's also from our thing, and is holier than thou in our industry, right? That's God to most bodybuilders. And I did the documentary on him on mainstream TV. Who watches mainstream TV, you said? Nobody. Nobody watches TV. Then why did people have TV sets? Everybody has a TV set in their house. But then, Jay Cutler, ex-Mr. Olympia, he's on Shark Tank. Oh my God, Jay's on Shark Tank. He stood there like this on Shark Tank. Zip, zip, zip. Man, can a Corey apple? Zip, zip, zip. You older guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Chef for the future. And anyway. So Jay's on Shark Tank. And Dave's making video after video post all over the place. RX, his personal channel. On his Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Everywhere. Jay Cutler on mainstream TV. Well, I hate to shoot your bubble, Bubba. But you, David, said that nobody watches mainstream TV. Who cares? You blew it off, right? Well, let me just tell you something. The internet's loaded with young kids. It's a young kid thing. That's why TikTok is so popular. Not because of people our age, but the young people. Everybody's on TikTok. Yeah, I know all ages are on it, but it's predominantly, you know what I'm talking about, don't play games, is young people. And you know who watches Vice TV? Young people. Most young people have no idea what the fuck Shark Tank is. Shark Tank's for older people like business people, it's an older people's television show. Okay? It's not for young kids. So the point I'm trying to make is that Shark Tank's a huge show. I'm not putting that down. And Jay Cutler, God bless him, I'm glad to see he did it. Okay? But don't shoot me out of the sky, bro. When I'm on a friggin', I'm sorry, but that show gets just as much love as Shark Tank. Trust me. And it's on Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hello, goodbye. Come to me with one face, not two face. You don't shoot me out of the sky, say nobody watches MTV, I said MTV. Nobody watches regular television anymore. But when Jay does it, oh my God, I'm like a girl on prom night. You know what I'm saying? Not a girl on prom night. I'm like a guy on prom night with a hot girl, Anyway, so what I'm saying is, and I love you, Dave. I love Dave Palumbo's my go-to guy. He's my guy. Again, I'll say it 1,000 times. He's my guy. But I'm your guy. I'm RX. He's not RX. I'm RX. I'm RX Muscle. I am. Okay? Again, that goes back to when I said about my daughter making all county. If I'm going to make a big thing about anybody, both kids made all county. My next door neighbor and my daughter. I'm proud of my next door neighbor. I know the kid, I've wrestled around with him, messed around with him and stuff, boxed with him, everything. Great. But my daughter is mine, okay? And she made all county. She was, an unbelievable athlete. She still is. and I'm going to brag about her more than him. It's okay to bring him up. Yes, he went. Joe Matarazzi, my next door neighbor, Joe Matarazzi. He made it. Okay, but not my daughter. My daughter is mine. So I'm gonna make a bigger. I'm proud of that. I'm yours, Dave. I am RX Muscle. I'm your guy. When people think of After Hours, that show, I hate to tell you, but what do they say? Come on, the guys. Hello. I'm one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people say they watch the show for. It's not, and everybody on that show has their own purpose and they're all good. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else, but I'm on mainstream TV and you freaking threw me under the bus. You know what I mean? You shot me out of the sky, showed me no love. There wasn't posts all over your Instagram, all over your YouTube, all over, even little videos I saw here, Jay Cutler on, it's like you got an erection over that. You know what I'm saying? And my show is just as big, just to a different audience, just as big. Okay? Arnold Schwarzenegger, Valentino Schwarzenegger. And dude, I sunk that shit home if you watch the show. I'm not trying to be bragging, but come on. Hey, listen, you want me to brag? I'm going to brag right now. And I'm sorry, guys, if you guys watching this, don't think I'm an asshole for saying this, but not for nothing. But Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, other than those two guys, nobody has done more mainstream TV, movies, and all that stuff than me. Nobody. I've done a ton. Stuff that's, go on my YouTube, on my face, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Go on my my website, which hasn't been updated in over 12 years. And you'll see stuff that's, I forgot about half the stuff that's not even on there, okay? And you'll see how many shows I've been on. Even the show, I turned down Jimmy Kimmel twice because he didn't want to fly me out. He wanted me out on my own dime. Same thing with Steve Harvey. This is a long time ago. This is when Kimmel first started. You're talking like, it was around when I went on Jay Leno. So you're talking around 2003, okay? I turned down him. I turned down Harvey twice. Kimmel twice. I turned down, I'm the one who told John, I pushed John Stossel to John Romano. When John Romano was on John Stossel, it's because I gave John Romano and John Stossel, I hooked them up together. Don't believe me? I still have the voicemail. I'll play it for you if you want to hear it. I did because I was doing the ESPN. Only bodybuilder. Show me another bodybuilder, including Arnold. Okay? That had his whole documentary documented on ESPN. The only bodybuilder. Okay? Doesn't matter. Steroids, this, that. You want to call me Sinto. I don't give a shit. Okay? I'm on it. I've still got paid. I'm still on that channel. And I don't mean that cocky, but I'm only saying that to stick up for myself because I was told nobody watches television anymore. And I said, that's BS, Dave. Go watch the show last week. I said, Dave, that's not true. That's not true. You got a TV set in your house. You watch TV. Everybody's got a TV set. Everybody watches TV. It doesn't matter what button you push on a remote. It doesn't matter. If you're watching Hulu, Netflix, okay, if you're watching Fox News or you're watching ESPN or whatever you're watching Vice TV, watching A&E, watching TLC. I've been on TLC too. I've been on all of them. MTV. Been on that. Okay? So you guys have no clue all the shows at that. You go look. And I could even post clips and pictures and everything. But I'm not trying to be cocky like that. The whole thing is I'm butthurt. Not for that. I'm not going to lie. I'm butthurt. My feelings are hurt. Like my daughter's feelings would be hurt if I said, look at little Joe Matarazzi next door. Look at that. Hey, everybody, come on. I'm actually going to do a video on that. Joe Matarazzi. He did the wrestling. That's okay to do that, but I should do my daughter too, right? I should talk about my daughter if my daughter made All County and he makes All County and I don't put my daughter out there. I don't make a video like, Jay Cutler. I don't do that. My daughter be like, hey, what about me? I'm your daughter. You're going to worry about Joe Matarazzi next door? He made All County. I was All County. She was All County in 11th and 12th grade. You know what I mean? She was unbelievable lacrosse, but captain of the team. You're gonna make him. But yet I'm going over there giving him the butt licking. No, See? And that's why I feel a little slighted, because I am RX. I promote my boys. You know what I'm saying? I love RX. I promote the shows. When we do a show, my girlfriend puts it up on Instagram, puts it on a story time, she puts it on face, she puts it all over the place. You know what I mean? But I was showed no love. On the contrary, I was shot down like this. Nobody watches that until Jay Cutler's on there. Oh, Jay Cutler. Oh my God, you know? Sorry, Dave, but I love you. I do love Dave, and he's my boy. But I'm butthurt. I'm sorry, I'm butthurt. I'm just like my daughter would be butthurt if I gave Joe Matarazzo all the credit next door for making All County and did videos on it, you know, congratulations and all that stuff, you know. Hercules, you know, if I did all that. But then my own daughter would be like, what about me? I'm your daughter, you know. I mean, I don't care if you're going to make a video. And now you don't have to make a video. But if you're going to make one on him, you know, I'm your daughter. I'm your family. Well, I'm your family, Dave. I'm RX, bro. I'm RX. When people think of Valentino, they say, yeah, dude, he's on After Hours, bro. I love that guy. That's right. That's what they say. Okay? And I'm telling you, and, you know, I know some of you may think this is cocky, but I have a right to stick up for myself because I was shot down, bro. I was shot down by, you know, by my boy. You know what I mean? And I have to friggin', you know, I have to defend myself. That's the way I feel, you know? That's the way I feel, anyway, you know? I mean, hey, listen. I got more mainstream TV stuff coming. Who watches TV? Oh, Jay Cutler. You know? So, anyway, and Jay stood there and look, remember who you went to see me on downtown in New York City on Times Square when I opened up. Gregorio, okay? When I opened up the Tribeca Film Festival, you were there. You saw, okay? You saw my ass on stage, you know, for the Bigger, Stronger, Faster when that film first came out, and it was in the Film Festival of Tribeca, and I'm the one. Mark Cuban picked me. He picked me. Out of that cast, he picked me. Why? Because I get up on stage and I sink that shit home. If my face looks greasy or like peels and stuff like that, it's 'cause from tanning, so simmer down. But I sunk that shit home. And Mark Cuban from Shark Tank paid me lovely because Mark Cuban owns Bigger, Stronger, Faster. He's Magnolia Films. Mark Cuban owns Magnolia Films. You kabish? Okay? So, I'm just a little stewed because to see my team, my guy, the leader of my team, Dave Palumbo, my friend, I actually love Dave. I love you, Dave. But to see you fawning over Jay Cutler, the way you were just, you know, and meanwhile, I'm on main TV and I'm like, you know what I mean? Sorry, bro. You did this. Shot me right out of the sky. No love, nowhere, you know, on this. I think you might have reposted one little clip. Somebody over there, probably Sid did it. You know, reposted one little clip that I'm on. But you didn't make a thing. You know, you didn't say, this is our guy, bro, our guy. This is one of our boys, bro. This is, you know, he represents, you know, After Hours. Come on, guys. And he's one of our, you know, not just me, but the other guys do too. But what I'm saying is, you know, hello, you know. Let me interrupt you really fast here. What I'm trying to say is, he promoted Jay's thing. He promoted Jay's show on RX Muscle, and he promoted all over RX Muscle. He did a bunch of shows on it. He never promoted my thing, and I did my thing on Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? And my thing, I'm your guy. You should have promoted my show, too. Wait. There's that butt whistling again. Dave really stretched it out. If that was one of the other guys, you might have, maybe, I don't know, maybe it would have formed on him, but I feel a little, you know, butt hurt. My butt's, you know, my butt was kind of whistling before. You know, because it was like hammered, you know, a little bit, you know? A little butt hurt there. Anyway, I love you guys watching this shit. I do. I love all you guys, man. I do. Dave, I love you. You know I love you. John Romano, I love you too. You know, you guys, you know. But hey, not for nothing. John, I also got you. That show you know, because I couldn't do it. I was doing ESPN, all right? It took me a week to do ESPN. They had me going, this doctor, that doctor, dissecting me. I was dyed, fried, and laid to the side with that show. They were doing everything because they wanted to prove that steroids was killing me, you know? That was a long time ago, 2009. So I couldn't do. When Miguel Santro, that's the freaking producer, called me, I said, call John Romano, because they asked me, well, if you can't do it, who can? And I gave him John's number. Facts. Don't believe me, anybody? Got the video. I'm just saying, I do a lot of mainstream stuff because I'm in with a lot of those people. I got more coming. Watch Dave. Look, I like to call balls and strikes as I see them. Okay? So, that's just the way it is. I'm butthurt. If I walk by and you hear whistling coming out of the back of my pants, blame Dave. We'll talk more about this on After Hours. Dave, you love this stuff too. Because this is controversy. Valentino against Palumbo, just like you did. Lee Priest against Palumbo. You know, this is great stuff. You know that we love you still. Okay, and everything's great, you know. Just because you steal our tips. I'm kidding. But I'm sorry. I feel this way and I have to make a video about it. And I think the fans love this kind of stuff too. So, you know, but I really am butthurt. No love at all. Jay Cutler got so much love. He got a friggin' video BJ, if you know what I mean. Oh, Jay, you know what I mean? Anyway, all right. Look at that. Look at Arnold's chest. Oh my God. I remember when I first saw this pumping iron. It was such an inspiration to me.
1977. A documentary called Pumping Iron sweeps the nation.
And I see this guy with this accent. And I was like, who is this guy? That is what I want to be.
Pumping iron, you get to be a voyeur into a world that really nobody ever showed before.
At its center, an idol, a new god.
Not only was he good, but he was cocky. And I loved it. You know, his infamous statement, you know, a good pump is better than coming. You know, it became like a mantra for all bodybuilders. Dude, I'm coming all day, bro. I'm in the gym pumping. I'm getting this jack bicep pump. I'm coming.
I'm coming day and night. I mean, it's terrific.
Sorry about that, guys. I just had to rant. I have to do that because, you know, again, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? I think also on After Hours, I think we should all get 10 seconds at the end of the show to, like, each guy should get 10 seconds to just promote. Like, whenever you go somewhere, the first thing they ask is, so what do you promote? What do you got? So tell us where we can contact you or get a hold of you. What are you doing? What do you got going? Okay, you know, in my case, right? You know, I sell the Game Face for my friend. I don't sell it, but I mean, I push it because I take it. I just took some before I did this GameFaceSupplements.com, right? You know, look, there's Dave's stuff. I take that, okay? Should be the best protein powder by far. No, but there's no question about that. You know what I mean? I got my book. I got 2 books, 2 published books. And that's the thing I published myself. 2 published books. Where's the other one? I don't know. Fell down. All right, whatever. Fell down. Okay, Death, Drugs, and Muscle. Most of you guys that follow me know that. You know, that one. But I mean, like, we should be able to promote stuff at the end. Like, okay, go to my Instagram. My Instagram is Gregg_Valentino. Okay, go there. My girlfriend's starting to do TikTok for me. I don't really like TikTok, but whatever. I don't even know what the number. I guess go find me on Gregg Valentino. I have no idea what it is. But me and Lee Priest, we just started. What else? You know, like, they do shit like that. You know, go to my Facebook. You know, you do that kind of stuff. We should be able to promote our stuff. Go to GreggValentino.com. You know, we should be able to do that stuff. We gotta figure out little things, you know, to help each other. And we shouldn't really use the show, you know, on blast, like, you know, like I was on blast for Vice TV. But no, yeah, I don't like when we attack George, my boy George, George Smalley, Mr. G. Everybody loves his cookies. You know, they'll bite to go, oh, it's a great cookie. But you should start doing this. You should start doing that. Just support the guy, bro. My girlfriend reposts every one of his videos and stuff. She'll put them on Instagram. We promote it. You know what I'm saying? Because George, okay, is my boy. Great guy, bro. Great guy, but we gotta be brothers here, man. And we're not brothers. That's what kind of stews my clams a little bit about what happened. We're not brothers. When you don't give me that love, but you're giving the next door neighbor love, you know? You know what I'm saying? You're giving the next door neighbor love oh, he's on mainstream TV, but your son is on mainstream TV. You don't make nothing about it, you know? You know, so anyway, CaptainProteinCookies.com, best cookies on the planet, made with that right there, isolize. You know, he's my boy. You got to do these things. I think we should be able to promote each other's stuff and push stuff around. But anyway, so that's where I stand. I'm RX Muscle, bro. I will always be RX Muscle. Okay, I'm also, you know, I work with Joe Pietaro too. Muscle Sport Mag, right there. Okay. I will, you know, I'm on the cover there. I mean, you know, I'll always be, you know, MSM too, Muscle Sport Mag. I still love Steve Blackman. Don't believe any of that. You hear about him. He's a good man. You know what I mean? You know, just, you know, dude, the sour grapes, that's just got to end too. How long are you going to do that for? At first people laugh. Nobody laughs anymore. You know what I mean? It's not funny. Anyway, look. I love Dave, but I am butthurt. I'm not going to lie. I'm butthurt, you know? Because I was told, who watches TV? What? So what? But before that, how did you get that gig? You know what I mean? And then after that, Jay, oh my God, Jay. No good. I'm your guy, so I got an ass too that needs a little kissing. Just kidding, guys. All right, anyway. All right, guys, so, man, thank you guys, bro, the other day for when I went live. You know, I really enjoyed that. I'm going to go live again. We're going to have fun. I'm going to do with Joe Zapata, you know, and Dave Palumbo, if you're watching this again, we're going to have a little talk about that too, because that I'm not going to air here, but remember something, guys. Beware of the toes you step on today, for they may be attached to the ass you may have to kiss tomorrow. Okay? We'll talk about that privately. That's not I'm going to air here. But, so Joe Zapata, okay? He's got the thing. He's a good friend of mine. He's a good friend of Jimmy the Bull. And he's a good friend of Lee Priest. And I've been on his show a couple times. He just started, so he doesn't have many followers. And so has Lee Priest. Lee Priest has been on the show. I'm the first guy to do Lee Priest show. He's live. I'm his first guest, live. And his second guest, I think. Me and Lee are funny. If you watch the video, it's great. Because we were with two momos, you know. But, you know, we were trying to get on. It's a split screen and all this stuff. But, you know, got to watch the video. You'll figure it out. But, you know, with Lee. But, you know, Lee and I are good friends with Joe Zapata. He's our boy. You know what I mean? And, you know, Joe, whatever. I'm not going to air it here. I'm not going to do it. It's dying to come out. I'm going to interrupt again. I just want to say that Joe Zapata was the one who did the filming at my house. He was here and filmed me and Lee. And Jimmy. Jimmy Paletti was at my house. Jimmy the Bull. So it was me, Lee, and then Jimmy Paletti came over. And it was Joe Zapata who filmed it. We're all real close. There's something I'm not happy about. Also, Mr. Dave, we're gonna have to talk about that. But we gotta stick together. So I love you guys. I want to help. I'm gonna do some live stuff, but I want you guys to talk with me, and we'll talk about some cool stuff. Great stories. I know you guys are waiting for the mother-in-law stories. The mother-in-law story. I know that. I'm gonna come out with them. I promise you. They're insane. There's 1,000 of them. 1,000. Joe Zapata knows. Joe Zapata's part of the family here. He knows my family. He knows my girlfriend, personally, I'm talking about. And he knows my mother-in-law nuts. But she's the missing link. She's the abominable snowman. She's Bigfoot. Even though she's like 4'11", she's Bigfoot, if you know what I mean. And, no, she's a nice guy, but regardless. I just want you guys to know. So I'm going to be doing the stories. We're going to tell a lot of crazy stuff and have fun. We're going to have fun. You know what I mean? I'm going to, we'll talk some bodybuilding. I think I'm going to go in the gym and do some stuff where you guys can see some really cool stuff from a totally different angle then you guys know. What else? Things like that. Joe's gonna be in the gym with me. He's a part of, again, Joe's a good friend of mine, a good friend of Jimmy the Bull, and a good friend of Lee Priest. Okay, so we all support him, and we've all been on his show, so that's the way that works. Anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much again. I love you guys. I really do want to help you. So let's have fun together. When you see me go live, I'm a Momo. I'm not too good at doing this stuff, but give me time. I get guys asking me to Momo t-shirts. Still, some guys are asking me about this game face stuff. It really does work, by the way, guys. It's a nootropic. It smokes Joe Rogan's Alpha Brain. Don't take my word for it. Just go Google the ingredients and compare. And the price is sick. But we're going to be doing, I'm going to be getting, I think, shirts made up and stuff. I don't know. I made up the Momo shirts. And, like everybody, I'm going to get one. I want one, And then what happens? Now, hold on. At the end of the video, I always stick that, and it shows the shirts. Unless you need small or medium, I don't have any left of those big ones. I haven't had them in a long time. I don't even know why I put that on there. I just think I like the way it ends. You know what I mean? I like that music and stuff, I like that. Okay. But I don't have two shirts. Look, the Momo shirt, like one's up there. I got a bunch of them, but they're all small and medium. So I'll get some bigger ones. I listen to people. Me and Lee Priest were talking about that the other day. See, we talk as friends, guys. Can I tell you something? When Jimmy the Bull and Lee Priest and myself get together, and then Joe Zapata's there to be, I don't think we ever talk about bodybuilding once. We don't even bring up bodybuilding. When Lee Priest stayed at my house, when he was here at the, he didn't sleep over, but when he was here at the house, we didn't talk once about bodybuilding or lifting weights or steroids we don't talk about that stuff. No. We're friends. We talk like what you talk about with your friends. That's what we talk about. We talk about everything. Everything but bodybuilding. We have fun. We are friends. We have fun, and I want to talk with you guys and have fun with you guys. I'll do bodybuilding stuff, sure, because I understand a lot of you guys got questions, and dude, I've been around, I've been around since Moses was around, you know what I mean? And I understand that, So I want to help you guys with all that too. But we can talk about other things, We all like other things. When I talk with Jimmy the Bull, never talks about bodybuilding to me. Never talks about, the gym, let's go to the gym, lift weight. No, never. Or talk about steroids. We don't talk about that. Lee, Jimmy, myself, we never talk about that. So, and I got to include Joe Zapata because he's one of our boys there. So, anyway, and Mr. G, thank you for all the stuff you sent me and for being a good friend, man. You're a good man. I respect Mr. G. Okay, George, I respect him very much. My girlfriend posts his stuff. I comment on his videos. We are family. Okay, that's why I don't like the whole. Because he would never do that. And if you want to see a good video, look for the, I don't think it's not on YouTube. You might have, I've posted on my channel, I've posted little bits and pieces of it, of the Arnold thing I did for Vice. The whole thing's not out because Vice hasn't released it yet because it's still an active thing. Once, I guess, it becomes archived, they'll throw it on YouTube, maybe. But it's a great video. It's funny, and I'm funky in that video. I'm funky. You can watch on my channel here. Some of them are shorts, but you gotta watch. It's funny because dude, I'm hyper. And dude, some of you guys, some of you momos, you fuckos, you know what I mean? You always with that Valentino, like, what were you on, Adderall? I think that was a joke. I don't know how that got crazy. I'm not on Adderall. Holy shit. Guys, the people that know me, you should talk to Joe Zapata. Talk to Lee Priest. He'll tell you. We talk on the phone all the time. I talk with Lee Priest. We'll talk for hours. Joe Zapata, we talk for hours. Jimmy the Bull, I'll talk to him for hours. My girlfriend talks to Jimmy the Bull. My girlfriend talks to Lee, and Joe. But what I'm saying is, I'm hyper. This is me naturally, This is natural. I'm nuts, you know. When I said I take Adderall, I meant a crumb, and that's a prescription Adderall. So don't go buying this shit off the internet. That's prescription Adderall that was written for my girlfriend, okay? And it a long time ago. And it's a crumb. That's when I get no sleep. And I have to go to the gym. I don't take freaking Adderall to sit around the house or go talk on after hours, bro. Corona. But, you know, first of all, I'll alternate, but if I take anything, well, if I really want to fly, I take ephedrine. To me, Adderall's a joke compared to ephedrine. And I used to like to fly like that, you know what I mean, with ephedrine. But I'm getting older, so I got to be careful, you know. I don't do that unless I'm going to train. So you guys who keep saying that shit, I don't know, you're nuts. You're friggin' loca in a cabezo, you know. I'm telling you. Anyway, I love you guys. I really do. When I tell you that, I mean it. I mean it to death, you know. Watch the lives when I do wind up doing it. I'm going to do it again Thursday. I think it's 7 o'clock because I'm going to go on with Joe Zapata. So I want everybody to go for mine, okay, where we talk, and let's continue the conversation on Joe's, all right? And we'll get Lee Priest on it because Lee's already been on with Joe. But the thing is we can't do the threesome because Joe doesn't have enough followers. He can only do the split screen on the phone. But he has StreamYard, but he can't use it yet till he gets 1,000 followers. Then it's going to be me, Lee. You know, we're going to get Jimmy the Bull. We're going to get all those guys on. So, all right, I'm going to shut up right now, which is hard to do for me. Dave Palumbo, I do love you. I love you to death, you know. But, you know, I look, you know, I look up to you, bro. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You're my man. You know what I mean? You're the guy. You're my go-to guy. Dave is my go-to guy. But when I do a show, I expect love because I'm your guy. You understand? And young people don't watch Shark Tank. Sorry. Young people watch Vice. And young people rule the internet. Shark Tank is something that older business guys, people like that, you know, like our age watch. You know, younger too, but not the young 21-year-old ain't going to watch no friggin' Shark Tank. Sorry. Anyway, love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. See you definitely Thursday live, 7 o'clock. See you then.